Welcome home, good hearts. Today, let's get into something that's super important because constantly being around negative people is one of the fastest ways to keep your confidence stuck on low like it's trying to save battery. Now, we are officially hitting the unfollow button on the energy drainers, the negative Nellies, the dream killers, and the limit kings and queens. These people show up in your life from a bunch of different sources. And who are these people? Family? Check. Friends? Yep. That coworker who complains before 9 a.m.? Oh yeah, definitely that one. And don't even get me started on the keyboard thugs that are in people's comments section. It can also show up in a bunch of different ways. Like the other day, someone was talking about how she was telling people that she wanted to go to Ireland, and a bunch of people had like negative things to say to her. Some people responded like she said she wanted to go marry an alien on Mars or something. But guess what though? She followed her intuition and went anyway. She ended up meeting her soulmate while she was in Ireland. Meanwhile, her critics are still sitting on their couches arguing with strangers on Facebook. Also, it could be things like people attempting to fill you with their limiting beliefs by telling you things like jack of all trades, master of none. Meanwhile, most millionaires have multiple streams of income, and then these same people will tell you, oh, you can only be good at one thing. Obviously, that's not true. Especially the people that aren't pursuing their own dreams, people that just stay like mostly stagnant in life, etc., will try to convince you to do the same. It could also just be people that see you doing something and decide that it's time to come through with their unsolicited ignorance and discouragement. Like recently, I was watching an EFT tapping session on TikTok on a page called Tap House. Some random person came into the chat, put a bunch of laughing faces, and then said, oh, it's so sad that people actually believe that this works. First of all, tapping is a proven psychological technique. Secondly, she's in there bothering a lady that has PTSD and just spends her days doing something that not only helps herself, but also helps others feel better by doing live streams on TikTok a couple of times a week. So, who is that person that took their time out of their day to make some moronic comment like she's the fun police? When someone's being critical, don't ask, what's wrong with me? Ask, what's going on with them that they felt the need to say that? Typically, it's someone that's so committed to their sadness that they're going to constantly attempt to bring others down with them. This is why I tell you guys to really start paying attention to the source. These people, they're not actually mad at you. They're mad at their own lives and projecting it outward like a spray bottle of misery. Stop expecting people that don't love themselves to love you. Stop expecting people that aren't following their own dreams to be able to see your potential. People that hate themselves will attempt to keep you from seeing your own worth too. People that are committed to sadness have a hard time comprehending your joy. People that are drowning in shame will question your confidence all day long. And baby, people who have never tasted self-love will call your healing delusional. It's not even malicious a lot of the time. It's simply the lack mindset programming. Old, dusty, recycled programming that says, if I feel like trash, then everyone else must too. These people look in the mirror and hate what they see looking back at them. So they spend their days projecting it onto others. Ignore them and you keep going. These are people that are actually telling you, they're not telling you who you are, they're telling you who they are. Send them love instead of clapping back at them and watch them scatter. These personality types thrive on your negative reactions, so don't give it to them. If you either don't respond at all or respond with love, they hate that and eventually move on to someone else. It's all based on their perception of the world. If they see the world as a dumpster fire and everyone in it is cooked, then that's the type of life that they will lead. If they see the potential in the world, believe that they can achieve things, then they will, and they will also be able to see the possibility for others to do the same. But yeah, please stop taking this stuff personally. These people have been hurt very badly in life, and I know that all of us can relate to life traumas. It's hurt people, but we need to turn this into healed people, heal people. If you see something that you don't like, just keep scrolling. It's really just that simple. Keep it pushing. Stop tearing each other down and start building each other up. Celebrate each other instead of feeling like them having more somehow means that you have less. Together, we are stronger. The crabs in a barrel mentality is canceled. The lack mindsets are canceled. Believe that you deserve more and go after it. Start setting boundaries with these people. And let's be clear. Boundaries are not about attempting to control other people. They're about protecting you. If you attempt to control the actions of the people that are around you, that's a good way to spin your wheels right into the land of the truly insane. Setting boundaries means that you speak up about the things that you aren't okay with, and you let them know that you're not tolerating whatever it is. If you're not comfortable with the conversation, say exactly that. You can tell them something like, I'm not comfortable talking with you about this, or I don't want to talk about this, so can we talk about something else? Or if someone is asking you to do something that you really don't want to do, then you can say something like, I've got a lot on my plate, so I can't. Also, please also remember that no is a complete sentence. I practice saying no with no explanations. I just said no, period. I don't have to explain myself because I'm grown. If you set a boundary and the person continues to do whatever it is, that is your green flag to go ahead and let them go. The habitual line steppers have no place in your space. You can also try setting time limits for the amount of time that you spend around this person or talking to them. If it's someone whose conversations feel draining to you, then limit your time to around 15 minutes. Then you exit stage left. A few minutes with someone who drains you is more than enough. And if they're always talking about doom and gloom, you don't really need to have a conversation with them at all. Instead, you can not give these people any of your time. I have definitely had to cut off certain people simply because every time they had a conversation, it's just fear, self-doubt, anxiety. I can't. When I remove people like that, no matter who it is, it feels like a weight being lifted. I feel better because my peace is priceless and I no longer am available for constant negativity. But for some, they remove people and then they get sad about it for different reasons. Firstly, I will once again remind you that you didn't lose them because you just gained yourself. Remember that the initial cut might hurt a bit, but put yourself and protecting your peace above all else. Find your tribe. Surround yourself with people that have similar interests. People that feel like sunshine. People that are supportive. Stop attempting to force relationships, especially because of things like that person has been around for a long time or is blood related to you. And remember that this is not about attempting to control others around you. It's about controlling what and who has access to you. Also, I want you to repeat after me. Say it in the mirror, write it in your journals, and feel the happy emotions as you do it. Say, I am no longer available for people that carry toxic energy. I am safe walking away from what drains me. I am allowed to release relationships without guilt. I am choosing people who feel like sunshine. I am enough even when I'm walking alone. And please remember that it's okay to love people from a distance. Ask yourself something like, what does it cost me emotionally to stay connected to this person? Am I giving people access that they no longer deserve? Instead of saying something like, I feel bad walking away, instead say, I feel worse when I stay and my peace is my priority. You may not want to hurt them, but the alternative is not to hurt yourself instead. You are allowed to leave the table if respect is no longer being served. You are not here to shrink yourself in order to be accepted by others. And you are not abandoning them. You're simply just coming back home to yourself. And, of course, if this video made you smile today, please pay it forward by doing something to make someone else smile too. It could be something that literally costs you nothing, like complimenting a stranger. Uplift someone. You never know whose life you might change. Anyway, I'm so grateful for you. I'm so proud of you for choosing you. I love you. Remember to spread love and stay blessed.